In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your old garbage disposal with the new one. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's go change and get this done. Come on. There's a lot of different reasons you may want a new garbage disposal. Most of the time, we actually wait until the garbage disposal stops working, or maybe it's leaking, before we decide that we need to get a new one. But when you get to that point, if you want to try and replace it yourself, I'm going to show you how. The first thing you need to do is actually pick the garbage disposal that you want. Now, there's lots of different garbage disposal options to choose from. There is power that you need to think about. You can go anywhere from a 3rd horsepower all the way up to 1 horsepower. There's noise that you need to think about, how loud they are and how much vibration they have. Once you pick the garbage disposal you want and you have the tools that you need, we're going to start by uninstalling the old garbage disposal. First thing you want to do is actually shut power off to the disposal. Now, if you've got a disposal that plugs into an outlet, you can just unplug it. If it wires directly into an electrical box, you're going to need to go shut power off at the breaker. When removing the old disposal, you'll need to disconnect any drain lines that are going to the disposal and disconnect the dishwasher drain tube if you've got one of those. There we go. Now the next step is going to drop the disposal. When you loosen it, this part is going to stay still and this is going to rotate. This is what holds the disposal next to the mounting hardware of the sink. It's heavy, so support it from the bottom and insert one end of the wrench that comes with the disposer into the right side of the mounting lug and turn. Then the disposal is going to drop free. If your garbage disposal was hardwired into the electrical, you're going to want to disconnect it from the bottom of the garbage disposal. Then you need to figure out if the new disposal is going to mount the same way that the old one did. If the new disposal is the same brand as your old one or the same mounting style, you don't need to change out the flange on the sink. I'm going to go ahead and do it in this video to show you how. Loosen the tension screws up enough that you can lift up this piece and expose the snap ring. Use your flathead screwdriver to snap the ring off. And then the flange will come off. Remove the old flange from the sink, and then remove the old putty from the sink with the putty knife. Clean the sink where the new flange is going to be installed. Using a screwdriver, loosen the 3 screws on the mounting assembly. Use your screwdriver to pry off the snap ring. Then you're going to roll out a 1/2 inch rope of plumber's putty and make a continuous loop around the new flange. You don't have to worry about if you use the exact right amount because any excess will squeeze out and you can remove it with your putty knife. If you've never used plumber's putty before, take some out, put it in your hand, roll it around like Play-Doh. Again, it needs to go all the way around the fixture. Press sink flange firmly into the sink and remove excess putty. Place a weight such as the disposal on the sink flange to hold it in place. Use a towel to avoid scratching the sink. Insert the fiber gasket, backup flange, and mounting ring. Then install the snap ring to hold everything in place. This part's a little tricky. Tighten screws evenly and firmly against the backup plate. The next step is only if you have a dishwasher. We're going to knock the plug out of the dishwasher drain tube. When you're wiring up the garbage disposal, you should have a connector going into the bottom to protect the wire. My old garbage disposal didn't have this, so I had to pick one up at the hardware store. Take a look at your garbage disposal and see if you're going to need this extra part. Fish the electrical wire through the electrical connection. You may have to fish your appliance cord through the connector first and then screw it into the knockout on the bottom of the garbage disposal. Then tighten the bracket that secures the wire in place. When you're connecting the ground wire, Remember to go around the screw in a clockwise motion. Then connect your black and white wire and put the cover plate back on. Next, you're going to connect the discharge tube. It comes with a discharge tube at a 90-degree angle. Mine actually exits directly out, and I'm going to take the discharge tube that was on the old garbage disposal and install it on the new one. Insert the gasket into the discharge outlet. Slide the flange over the discharge tube. Secure the flange and the discharge tube to the disposal with 2 bolts. Now we're going to connect the disposal to the mounting assembly. On the bottom of this mounting ring, you've got these little tabs that hang over into the ring, and then the mounting flange has these little ramps. So you're going to set it on there, and then we're going to rotate it up. So we're going to put this on here. Once you get it hung on the mounting assembly, take the wrench that it comes with, and you're actually going to stick it in one of these holes, and you're going to rotate it to the left. Reconnect the drain lines, and if you had a dishwasher, reconnect the dishwasher drain tube. Insert the stopper into the sink. Fill the sink up with some water. Pull the plug, and as the water's draining, check for leaks. Reconnect the electrical, and then test the garbage disposal. Turn the sink on and flip the switch. If you turn the power off at the breaker, you're gonna have to go there to reconnect the power. I forgot to turn the power back on. Give me a second. Round 2. There you go. It's that easy. If you want, I'm just kidding. Well, this is something you can totally do yourself if you're feeling comfortable with these types of projects. If you saw the video we made about replacing the kitchen faucet, I actually thought replacing the garbage disposal was easier than replacing the faucet because everything was right there and accessible. I didn't have to crawl on my back and get under the sink. But anyway, something that I didn't mention, hang on to the installation guide because on the back there was actually troubleshooting and maintenance that's a really good reference to have. And this wrench right here, this is used if the garbage disposal ever jams up. There's a bolt or a Allen on the bottom that you can loosen it up. Stick this under the sink and make sure you keep it. If you like this video, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get notified next time we put out a new DIY video. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, see ya.